I'm then going to take a MAC palette, and I'm going to take this shade, which is called Patina, just across the eyelid. I'm taking it on a Real Techniques base shadow brush. Then I'm going to use a MAC 217 to blend it out. Then I'm going to take a Real Techniques shading brush, and I'm going to take this colour from my palette called Mulch, and that's from MAC as well, just on the outer third of the eye. And then I'm going to take my 217 and just blending that. I'm going to take a small angled brush. I have a MAC 266, but you can use something like the Real Techniques brow brush, or Eco Tools do one as well if you're looking for a more inexpensive one. And I'm just going to take Black Tide, which is this shade, along the lash line, just to make the lashes look a little bit thicker and fuller. And then I'm just going to blend that with my 217 again, just to keep it looking really natural. And you just want to slowly keep going in with the colour, blending, trying more and blending, just to make a nice build up of colour. And I'm just bringing that up towards the outer corner, just to add a little bit of smokiness. Do the underneath of the eye, and I'm going to take a little bit of Mulch underneath, and then probably a little bit of Black Tide just to make it a little bit more smoky. And I'm just using a Zoeva pencil brush. These brushes are absolutely amazing, and they're just like the MAC ones. They're manufactured by the same company as MAC. Manufactured by the same company as MAC, and they're a fraction of the price. So search for them online. You can get them on places like Palm, Limited, Love Makeup, somewhere else as well. But they're really good, and they're really high quality for a fraction of the price.
I didn't know they were made by the same company as MAC. That's amazing.
Just running that across the outer 2/3 of the eyes. Then going to move on to the other eye. Then going to use my 217 blending brush just to blend that, making it look seamless. I'm then going to go in again with some of the Black Tide, which is the bottom shade here, on an angled brush, and just push that really close to the lash line, making them look fuller. That was just me tapping off the excess product. Just taking that on the tear duct area, just to brighten up Emily's eyes. I'm then going to take Emily's own mascara, which is the Thick and Fast mascara from Soap and Glory, and I'm just going to put lots of that on. Bloody hell, that's some brush, isn't it?
Just a bit, yeah.
Just look down for us.
Shall we look up?
Yeah, I'm just going to run it across the bottom lashes as well, just to show that they're there. Just ever so lightly. This is some big brush, mind, isn't it?
It's huge.
It's bigger than the Benefit Bad Gal one, isn't it?
Know.
I'm then going to move back onto the skin, and I'm going to use a concealer and a corrector from Bobbi Brown. So I'm using this corrector, which is in light bisque, and I'm using that with a dome shadow brush from Real Techniques. Then I'm going to use this concealer, which is the creamy concealer in ivory, just under the eyes, and to conceal any blemishes that Emily may have, but she doesn't really have many. Just not to look up. This is great for hiding dark circles, you know, like when you've got a 9 a.m. lecture and you were out the night before.
Yes, that's happened too many times to count when I was younger. I feel like such an oldie sometimes.
I know you've been on a few different courses, haven't you?
Yeah, I've been in uni 2 years now. And then I'm doing this course now, back in first year, which is quite sad.
You'll get there eventually, you'll get where you want to be.
Aye.
So that's just a pinky colour, which is supposed to block out any dark shadows coming through. And then I'll put the concealer on top. So I'm using the creamy concealer in ivory, and over the top with the concealer, just to brighten up the eye area. Right, I'm then going to go and just apply a bit of concealer to any areas that need a little bit of extra coverage, using the same brush that I used under Emily's eye. So just around the nose, just to get rid of any redness that may be lurking there. Push the concealer onto any blemishes that Emily may have. Now that we're done with the skin, I'm going to set the face with some loose powder, and this powder is from Shirley. You can get it from Marks and Spencer's. I know you can get it from the one in Newcastle. This is just a loose powder, just so it's going to banish any oils that Emily may get, but also keep the skin looking very fresh.
Roses are very apt for Valentine's Day.
Oh yes.
Oh, it's lovely.
Then just going to put that under the eye, just to set the concealer. Then going to use a little bit of bronzer on Emily's face, just to warm up the face and bring back a little bit of dimension, because foundation can tend to make the face look a little bit flat. So I've chosen to use this bronzer from NARS, and this is called Laguna, and it's really nice because it's not too orange but still adds that nice warmth. And I'm just going to use a blush brush from Real Techniques, as this is tapered, so it's going to blend the product more easily. So I'm just going to take that on the outer edges of Emily's face, just to warm up the face, circular motions. I'm just adding a little bit of a contour as well. And then I'm going to use a blusher from Liz Earle called Blossom, just very lightly on the apples of Emily's cheeks, using the same brush that I used to apply the bronzer. Just bringing that up the cheek. I'm going to take a highlighter from MAC called Soft and Gentle. Just apply this to the tops of the cheekbones, just so that when she's having her candlelit dinner with her boyfriend, her cheeks will look lovely, and she will look as though she's got lovely healthy skin. So we're just going to apply that to the tops of the cheekbones there. I'm going to take a lip butter from Revlon, as these wear off really nice, and this one's macaroon. I'm just going to apply that lightly to Emily's lips. It also helps keep the lips nice and conditioned as well. Just adds a nice hint of colour to Emily's lips. Using a Real Techniques detailer brush. And there you have it. That is your date night makeup.